New day here at Jeffy's Speed Shop, and I think we got something to work. You gotta turn the key on.
Take two.
Well, it's a new day here at Jeffy's Speed Shop, and check this out. I also don't know where reverse is.
Well, that was probably a good 4 foot.
Great test drive.
Probably good for 4 foot.
Okay, Herbie Fully Bloated is doing really well. Thanks for coming to the video. We'll see you next time. It runs great. This thing is awesome. Definitely have to pull that carburetor apart. There's Will's ruts.
Jesus. I mean, you really gotta like the person you're riding with.
Right.
Because there is no room at all. Oh, yeah. You can hear the front wheel.
I think I tightened it up enough.
Oh, no.
We're good. All right. I'd say that first drive was a complete success. So now we can move on to getting the brakes working and getting the carburetor working better. It's gonna be awesome. Woo! Phew. You see my breath? Oh, man, it got chilly out here all of a sudden. Got the old heater ripping, got the little heater ripping. Never gonna guess what I just did trying to get the rear brakes apart. Oh, look at that. Broke my breaker bar, and that still isn't loose. So we're just gonna jump to the front because I know they really need attention. Probably have to borrow a better impact than mine. Maybe get a frickin' heater that works out here. Dang. I swear that 2 seconds ago in this video, it was warm out. Well, anyways, welcome back to Jeffy's Speed Shop. We still got this unit in here, which I can't use the nickname I used to use because Instagram already took a post down, and I'm sure YouTube will too, because anytime you say any of those comments, you just get after 8 in the A, bud. So, let's just jump in here. I gotta change these front tires still. The front brakes are also hashed. I don't know if you remember from the last time, but this side still has all the garbage in it. The other side I had to strip it out just to get it in here. So we're gonna take this apart so we can copy it on the other side, and then it'll be brand used, right? Okay, let's go. Oh, that's tightened. All right, we got Will's old bath towel and my Uncle Sam's oil receipt. Yeah, that's a good paper towel, ain't it? So, yeah, I don't know what's going on here. A lot of grease. Okay, so the front is right-hand thread. I looked up on the internet if the rear was, And it said that it wasn't. And now I'm kind of wondering if that's why I broke my freaking breaker bar. Somebody leave me a comment. Let me know if I'm doing this wrong, because you know, I might read that by the time I get to the rear. Grease smells like monkey poop. So I got us a nice little box from Rock Auto. Check that out, Red GTO Red Bug. That's so cool. Sponsor me, please. You know, to keep these bearings in, because I want to reuse them. As I knock the bearing out, slip that right in there with the washer. I went ahead and did the passenger side. This side is almost back together. These adjusters were a bear. This one in the back, it doesn't work too great. I may end up replacing it, but I got it to work for now. So we'll see how that goes. I may end up just getting it working good enough and then ordering parts, because they're several days out and I don't want to wait any longer, because I got another thing that we just picked up that you may or may not have seen. His name is Ron Burgundy. How cool is that? So let's just start getting this back together here. It's gonna be really fun. Drum brake stuff, you know. Whoops. Now, these wheel cylinders didn't leak or anything, but, you know, being that they were pretty old and crusty, I just didn't have much trust in them. If it were my car, I probably would have left them alone. But it is not, so here we are doing the right thing. Don't worry, get it straightened up. Look at that, boom. Bada bing, bada boom. How about that, eh? So these are actually really simple the way that they go together. They only have the 2 holding pins and then 3 springs that go between the shoes. So these are a very easy car to learn drum brakes on if you've never done them. Where's the hole? Oh, oh, oh. Just gotta use the hand that you were good with, and then you can find the hole. Look at that. And then just like that. And there you go. Your Volkswagen Beetle has new rebuilt brakes with adjusters that barely work on one side but are meant on the other 3 little adjusties. And we're gonna reuse the drums, so I'm gonna resurface those real quick and then clean up the wheel bearing stuff and get all that back together. So we'll skip that part too because it sucks. We'll come back here in a little bit. Don't mind me just moving my drum resurfacer tool. Oh, look at there, the rear drums are off. We're back after a couple weeks of sicknesses and crap, that one's still on. But the nut's off. You never believe the quarrels we went through to get that pile of crap off of there. But Jesus. Yeah, anyway, so we're gonna bang these rear brakes out. I got my buddy helping me tonight, so, you know, thank God for that, because I don't want to spend another 3 hours doing brakes. Let's jump in here, and then we'll get to the cool stuff. Yeah! All right, hey, look, it's like the hip. Never mind, I can't say that. So we're gonna have to wail on this harder than, you know, Hank Williams Jr. on his guitar, because this thing is, she's stuck. Good thing I got a new one.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. Dang, dude, I need a hammer that size. I made light work of this thing.
Why do you think I got it?
Right. So this thing's in brand new shape. Oops, I dropped it. Rust. Okay, you probably don't want to see us do drums again, so we're just going to go ahead and get these done. If we come across anything cool or interesting, maybe I'll show you, if you're lucky. Yeah. Well, these are kind of a pain in the butt. I think he just got his all together. Looking good. We'll grab some brake clean here in a second, and then we'll start adjusting on him with the new drum on his side. Got mine together 0.2 seconds before him, only because I did one of these prior to this, and he's just better than me, so, you know. Oh, fucking cheater, look at that! Oh.
Don't worry about my cheat sheet.
Good thing we didn't have a high school teacher in here.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna get these adjusted real quick. He's gonna slurp down a Miller, and then maybe we'll start doing some bleeding. What do you think?
It's a great idea.
Okay, Minty, see you in a few.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just got to point this out because I don't speak German. So if anybody wants to tell us how to say this correctly, get a hold of me on like Instagram or Snapchat or something so I can see the video. But it says like Brexmusfluid. What the hell does that mean? Brake fluid? Just say brake fluid.
All right, she's back on the ground over here. We did some brake bleedings. We need to adjust them a little bit because the pedal's like beep beep, and then it's like, oh yeah, and there's no air in there. Whoa! That was a latte. And then we got a nice little list going on over here of what I think is all that's left. And that really shouldn't take us that long because my new little buddy's gonna help me out here. And newest employee at Jeffy's Speed Shop, he's the cost of $3.99. Yeah, and then we're gonna drive this thing. So we're almost there, okay? Stick around. All right, see you in the morning, afternoon, evening.
Cruising right along on my 6.4. Wait, none of that's right. Any rate, we got the passenger window working, we got the lights working mostly. I still need to fix the brake lights, but I'm tired of this janky old poopy exhaust on here when we got this brand new one on the bench. So we're just gonna go ahead and get this guy out of here and see what happens. So I'm surprised that came out. That was a lot of rust. Yep. Uh-huh. Oh. Uh-oh, Spoodoodios.
Well,
Look at that. All right. I don't know if we're gonna need those again or not, but those guys are now loose-ish, from the exhaust at least. So we're gonna keep cruising right along here in our 6.4 or whatever this is, and we'll check back in soon. All right, I think everything's loose. Ow. Yep. Got it. Poop the old clamps out of the way. All right. Yeah, it's stock stuff. Actually, further up doesn't look too bad. Get these gaskets out of here. You know, I really need to get a 2-post. I feel like this would be a lot easier with one of those. Anybody want to give me a sponsorship for a 2-post, or heck, even a free 2-post? I'll take a drive on. Not my preferred method, but you know, I'd do it. I swear I had a flat plate. Get this crappy old gasket off of here. Dang, everything's in good shape. Such good shape, we don't even want to come off there. All right. Some pinholes in there, but you know, these things are so rattly, I don't think she's gonna notice. Hopefully she doesn't watch this video. Heat risers are not gonna work. We're gonna clean this wiring up still, don't worry. We'll tuck that out of the way for now. Heat risers are no longer gonna work, but we'll try to do something for it. This one is there, so that'll kind of work. It's not gonna have heat is what I'm saying. So we just got to get some new stuff in here, and then boom, new exhaust. Tasted like bologna. So I just want to do a quick side-by-side comparison of these little guys here. This is our stock unit. You can see how fresh and great that is. And this is our aftermarket from J-Bugs, California, Oceanside. That place is actually pretty cool, guys. If you're doing anything with Beetles, they've got like almost every part that you can't, actually they do have every part you can't find anywhere else. They're pretty legit. And they're really fast shipping. From California to Ohio only took like 2 or 3 days. That was pretty awesome, and they didn't even charge for shipping because it was over so much. Not sponsored, just saying, sweet company to deal with, great quality. I mean, look at this unit. The thing is brand used. And it came, oh hey, 347 stroker, not sure what that's going in yet. It also came with all the hardware and gaskets and everything in between. I mean, everything you would need to get that on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it all lined up, and then I'll show you guys the finished product, and we'll hear how it sounds, because it's gonna be way better than that rusty pile of garbage. Let's see about getting this guy fished up in there. I think I got all our gaskets in it. for now, like, I'm gonna get those little riser pipes done in a minute, but just gonna get a nut on here real quick so it doesn't fall off on me. Okay, so now I gotta get that guy on there. This may have to come out. It's kind of rubbing on that exhaust there. So far, really nice fit though, guys. Might have to finagle some stuff around here. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. It's looking really good. Check out the chrome tip action over here. Looks factory. That looks pretty sweet, honestly. All right, I'll check back in soon. All right, so it's on. I would love to say that this was a simple install, but man, did it fight us. It probably took us, what, like hour and a half, hour and 45?
Yeah.
I mean, all in all, it is a good kit. It does fit well, but you know, this car is 777 years old in German, so of course it's gonna put up a fight.
Yeah.
So, what do you say we fire it up, Doug, and see what it sounds like?
All right.
Okay. And break.
That sounds a lot better.
Oh yeah.
A lot better.
Oh, it's so quiet now. Wow. Man, it doesn't sound like hammer dog shit anymore.
Archie was brand new back 777. Oh.
Right? So, I don't want to cut my head off. So, obviously we got some smoke from the new exhaust and the paint and everything. We got to adjust the brakes. We got the window fixed today. I got a bunch of the lights working. I think I got to grab a brake light switch for it because those guys still aren't working. And I think I noticed the reverse lights weren't working, but I don't know if I care about that. So, yeah. In the morning, we're going to change the oil, wrap up some of that punch list, and we're gonna take this thing out for a rip, dude, and I'm pretty sure it'll do every bit of 57 miles an hour. This thing is an absolute ripper. Probably the fastest car to ever leave Jeffy's Speed Shop. Catch you guys in a few hours. Today's the day we finally get to drive the Beetle. Let's go see how great this thing is, eh? All right, let's go down the road, eh? All right, here we go, maiden voyage. Oh, maybe I do need to go through that carburetor. Doing a good 25 right now. Man, this thing is not half bad. This window up here. I mean, we're doing a good little 40 mile an hour right now. Obviously no heat in this thing, and I probably should have cleaned the windshield, but guys, this thing is going great. Let's test the brakes. Oh, I definitely need to adjust the driver's side drum a little harder. I'm sure you guys noticed that it started pulling around on me. Oh, and it died. She did mention something about it dying when she was coming to stops. So maybe I need to check vacuum leaks, go through the carburetor, adjust the carburetor a little, but honestly, aside from that, it's running really good. This road is pretty neat. There's no houses down this road. good run for burnouts. But we're not doing one on this little guy. This thing is sweet. Let's set our camera up and do a little drive-by action so you guys can hear it going down the road, eh? One mistake, that window crank is actually way too long. Where the hell's first gear? There it is. So it kind of makes you hit your hand on the dash. This carburetor is like up and down. It works good and then it doesn't. But you know, I don't know if you guys really want to see me go through that. This video is getting kind of long as it is. So I think we're just gonna head back to the house now and just kind of enjoy this thing a little bit more, and then maybe we'll do a quick cleanup video on it, and we'll get it back to the owner and see what she thinks and how happy she is with everything. These brakes feel really good and responsive. This transmission is being kind of stupid today. So maybe we need to check out clutch adjustment. I'm pretty sure that's third gear. Nope, it was first the whole time, we're good. Sounds really good with that exhaust. Overall, I'm pretty pleased with this little rehaberation, or whatever you want to call it, on this car. You know, coming from sitting in a barn just for 17 years or so, 16, 17 years, whatever it was, and just to now I'm driving at 50 mile an hour down the road. Anything is possible. You know, if a guy like me who knows nothing about Volkswagens can pull this thing out and just get it ripping again, and you know, get it really really nice for the owner and get it ready to go to the body shop, anybody can do it, because I'm nobody. You know, I'd really appreciate you guys if you'd give me a like and a comment about the car, and you know, maybe we should do something else special for her before we give it back. You know, you guys let me know what you want to see. If you'd rather me get back on other projects like the Z, that's definitely coming up. I would greatly appreciate you guys letting me know, giving me a subscribe, anything, you know, share it with your friends, let everybody know that, hey, this guy does some cool stuff with some old cars, and he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon. So yeah, we'll do one final walk around. Sorry, it's a little cold in here, my nose is dripping, kind of gross. We'll do one final walk around with this old gal, and I think we're gonna end her off. One last look at old Herbie fully bloated before we get it all wrapped up and cleaned up and back to the owner. I realized that when I got back, I forgot to put the center caps back on. So look at her now. Him, her, whatever. This thing's pretty mint, isn't it? I'm pretty happy with it overall. So there you have it, guys. That's gonna wrap up this video on the bug. This thing turned out great, man. I couldn't ask for more help from my friends and everything like that, and you know, people giving me tips and hints, and all you guys tuning in and sharing and liking and commenting and subscribing. I appreciate every single one of you guys. We're gonna get on to some cool stuff next. We did just pick up a 347 stroker made for trade. I'm gonna get on Timmy's Mustang, and we're gonna get the Datsun in the garage, and we're gonna see what's going on with that. And maybe we're gonna swap on the J10 this winter. Might go to a 350 Chev, not really sure. Still looking on that one. But you know, thanks again. I appreciate it, all of you guys. We'll catch you on the next episode of Jeffy Speed Shop.